guys, how you doing? FM Dale here, and welcome to We're All Wednesday, ain't we? If you haven't already, do like, subscribe, and do all the beautiful stuff. And also, if you're new here, if this is the first time you've seen an episode, please do go back and watch from the start. You can do down there on the playlist, which is FM22. Or go back and watch me and my crew, or just join from now. It's very easy. It's pretty much the start of our first season in the Championship. Played a few games. We've had 2 seasons in League One. We got out of there in the end. And if you didn't know by now, what normally happens is we call in Kelly. So let's do so. Kelly! Since you've been gone, guys, the last episode you saw our first game of the season, which was against Crystal Palace. We lost 2-1 with a very late goal from Fastnatch, but Georgie Hurst got his first of the season playing up front for us. And since then, since then, guys, we have been on fire. It's been outraged. Not quite sure how it's happened. We played Fleetwood, and the team you'd expect us to beat. Longman scoring the goal, who we've secured a contract with, so he's not angry anymore. But I didn't think you wanted him. Not the point. Didn't want an angry player. That's the way it's gone. Then we played Watford and a very unexpected 2-1 win. You beat Watford? Yeah. And you came from behind. In football terms, yes. João Pedro scored for them early on, 8 minutes. Thought we were in trouble. Don't worry about it. Castillo, the man, the myth, the legend, has come in with a goal. And then Josh Windass put us 2-1 up. It was unbelievable. Then we were on TV away at Nottingham Forest. And don't worry about it, because Josh Windass is on fire. He will not stop. 2 goals from Josh. Outrageous performance, which took us into the Accrington game in the second round of the EFL Cup. Guys, not a problem at all. Lewis Gibson getting his first, and then Longman, bam. We have been on absolute fire. Is that the same with transfers then? You have absolutely smashed the transfers in. Should we league table? We'll go to the league to see how that's going. We're 6th, so three games, 2 wins. Not expecting it to stay like this very long, but it's nice as it goes right now. 2 assists, Dominic Paul. Brilliant on there. Transfer-wise, it is transfer deadline day. So, hey, love it. Love to see. We have 3 loanees that I'm waiting for today to find out if any of them accept. So that's a big moment. But as of right now, let's look at our transfer ins and outs. Don't think this guy was in last time. I think on the last episode we said we were looking at bringing him in. Well, we have brought him in. Fabio Carvalho is back for a 3rd season, and hopefully he can be as good as he was in the 2nd season with a 7.16. Well, he have been in his first 2 games, scoring 1 assist in those, but it's good to have him back. It's very good to have him back. I'm sure we all agree we needed someone, but we have had players leave us as well. As we look over this side, Simons has gone on loan to Salford again for the 2nd season over there. It's just so he can build up performances. He would have probably played a few times this season, but I wasn't sure. It's League 2. Might bring him back in January, but he's doing well, so that's what we want from him. We have sold a player, which is Cameron Pring. As you'll see down here, Pringy is gone. I'm not disappointed by this. He wasn't playing too much. He was causing a little bit of a stir. I had him playing at left back or left wing back. He's gone to Nottingham Forest, and he's gone for £1.1 million. Pring for over £1 million. I don't understand it myself, to be honest. They put an offer in. I kind of just moved it a little bit to 1.1 and just said, you know, if you offer that, he can go. Thinking, because, you know, we kind of still need a left back. So, unbelievable, they accepted. And when we signed him a couple of years ago for 375, I think that's fantastic profit for the club. And it also helps us look at players to bring in as well. He was on a decent wage. He wanted more. I didn't want to offer him more. But that's where we are, really. The only other player to leave is Truman, who's gone on loan to Barrow. In real life, he did well last season. I think he won an award for being one of the best youngsters. Not really going to happen in the game for him, it doesn't look like. So that's not perfect. So we're at deadline day, and let's see. Let's click the button. This is the first time I'm clicking on deadline day. Let's see if anything comes in, and let me tell you about it. Loads of things going on. How many signings should be made? Over 3. And the first bit of transfer news on deadline day is somebody wanting one of my players. I can tell you now, this is a boy who is not going anywhere. I've already played him this season. He played in the cup for me. They're not in. He started, didn't do well, but he started, and he is not going anywhere. So an easy rejection of that. It's not happening. It's not happening. But at the moment, we are struggling. We are trying so hard to bring people in. You know what? I think I know the squad I'm going to submit. Do I? No, not a clue. We are struggling. So hopefully when you come back, I'll have got someone in, or something will be happening. Frustration. Oh, I've got 11 hours left, guys, and everything is just, it's going wrong. It's going wrong. You'll go through this with me. I tried to sign Jude Soonsup-Bell, right? He's in the under-23s at Chelsea. He's 19 years old. Wanted to bring him in. Thought, you know what? This boy could do decent. Look at what he's done at Portsmouth. That is decent. 15, 37. He could do even better for us. He's turned me down. He's turned me down like every other player has. Elanga has turned me down to go to Nottingham Forest on loan. Another one to turn me down. Hannibal, rejected. Jeez, this is one of those guys. Ballo decided not to come, but at least we are getting somebody in, and that is James Trafford. Now, we're bringing him in from Manchester City. He's going to be the backup goalkeeper for us. I've lost Gordon as well. I've not been able to bring in Anthony Gordon. It's mental. I thought, oh, you know what, Anthony Gordon, that's decent. 1,400 quid. Bargain. Stats aren't amazing, but would be decent player to come in. He's turned me down. He's turned me down. So it's really, it's getting harder and harder. 11 hours left. Just so you can see, though, decent player to bring in, I think, on loan. Sweeper, keeper, goalkeeper, 3-star. Same as Dawson, which is good. Loads of good stats in there, to be honest. So I'm pleased to bring him in. He's capped at under 20 level at England. Hopefully get him some performances this season if we get an injury. He was at Hull last year, didn't do amazing, but has championship back in behind him. So hopefully that's a decent signing. We're still trying our very best to get a striker in, and we will. We've also signed Will Fish as a young backup player who's going to be, again, in the under-23s, see him progress, and we can bring him through if so. But we put him out on loan as well. Well, we haven't put him out on loan, but he will probably go on loan. He left Man United, went to Stockport on loan, then went on free to Stoke, didn't play, went on loan to Rotherham in League One, played average. But we've brought him in for £22,000, so there's no loss on there. Whatever happens, happens. But we need to get a striker. And now, just like everything else that's going wrong, James Bree's wanted by Palace. Now, Palace are in our league. You know, we're not going to say yes, but we're just hoping he doesn't get angry about it. He does say there's no interest in joining them. But, you know, I'll tell you one thing that's interesting about James Bree as I reject this offer. Yes, of course I reject it. Don't be silly. Let's go to the homepage. Let's go to Sheffield Wednesday. Where's the bit that I want? Here. I was super pleased. I'm favoured personnel. You know, I felt good about it. Everything was going fine. And then I looked over here. I brought James Bree in, myself. He's played 1 season and 3 games, admittedly. Icon. Favoured personnel. Got us promoted. You know, worked really hard. Saved us from financial problems. He's played a season and he's an icon. So, maybe it's because I can't sign anyone. We've brought someone in. Sit yourselves down. The world is mental. But who have you brought in, Dale? I brought in the one and only Roberto Fernandez. Who's that? Who's that, Dale? Yeah, this guy. 21-year-old striker who's come in on loan from none other than Fiorentina. So he's not really played or scored goals. No, he hasn't. But look at the positives. I've brought someone in. So, yeah, was it blind? Was it pretty blind? Was it one of those that you just kind of like, I need someone. Who's on the loan list? Let's just bring him in. And it might be. It might be a terrible decision. When I say might be, he will more than likely be going back in January when I try and get a better. It's a panic buy. We've lost out on Dane Scarlett to add to the list of things that aren't going right. Dane Scarlett I tried to go for. He's decided Bristol for him. So can't get Gomez in at all. Honestly, guys, this is the worst transfer window. I told you in the last episode I had the worst summer. I don't know why no one wants to join. We've brought in another boy. He's another loanee. Who is it? It's this boy. Tyrese John Jules. Now, if you remember with Tyrese John Jules, we tried to get him last season, but he went to Derby instead. Had a good season. We've brought him in. We've said we're going to play him as a striker. Chances are we won't, but shh. Don't tell Arsenal. We're bringing him in. He's looking like an inverted winger. We might play him up front. Whatever we do, we've only got him on impact sub. A bit like how we had Louis Barry. So we might play, might not. But come on. We've got 2 strikers in now. Both on loan. Not perfect, but we've got them in. So we're a bit stronger in that area. We have got Hurst, we have got Archer, so we may be a bit too strong in that area. So maybe one of those will have to go out on loan. This lack of cost could be something interesting towards the end of the season if this boy comes in and does well. So we'll pay attention to that one. So we've bought another player, and he's called Hino. He's got a lot of ability possible, and people are expecting him to be really, really good. We signed him. He got one slight issue is he doesn't have a work permit. So I'm not sure if he can play or not. So when I signed him, it said it was rejected. So I'm guessing I'll have to send him out on loan. But now I'm looking at it. It doesn't say work permit problem there. So, But anyway, the idea is to send him right back out on loan to get first team football. So that's the aim with him. To get him to be a better player. To get him to be what he could be for the club. So I think he was cheap, 125. Decent signing. But I can't expect too much more from us, to be honest. Maybe a winger now. But Corbeanu has gone, so maybe we'll wing it. So just as soon as we signed him, we let him go. Alexi Hino has gone on loan to Doncaster straight away. Just get him out, get him first team football. Not sure, again, still how this happens. I don't understand the work permit situation here. We couldn't get a work permit for him, but he's gone to Doncaster and can play fully there. So I don't really understand it, but that's what's happened. On the flip, we've still done nothing bringing people in. So it's... I don't know if the team's strong enough. Just looking in the world of free transfers, as you do, when there's 3 hours to go in the transfer window, and Sergio Aguero, free. What do you think about that one? He had it. Even Perisic, I don't know, maybe to turn us down. 34 years old. You might as well see the screen. Here we go. Tried to go for Perisic. I even offered the most I can physically offer for a wage, which I would probably have debated doing if he actually said yes, but he didn't. He didn't say yes to £36,000 to play in the Championship. Why not? Who knows? No one knows. Aaron Ramsey. Let's scout Aaron Ramsey because he'll want to come. I've already done the clicking buttons and he said no. Another player says no. What is this? Well, Garancho has chosen to go to Ipswich over us. Ipswich over us. Ipswich over us. Every single team over us. It's pain. Cavani I tried for again, guys. He said no. It's why? No one. Closed. The transfer window is closed. When we look at the deals that we have done, the main ones, really, Trafford coming in from Manchester City on loan. Divine, £275,000 left back, and Carvalho in as well. Not bad. I'm okay with those. Joe Wildsmith has gone to Manchester United. Not played yet. So I wonder if he's been in the squad. I don't know if you can check that. If anybody knows if you can check if they've been in the squad, let me know. But yeah, he's at Man U. Theo Corbeanu has gone to Leyton Orient and Baker to Oxford. Corbeanu could be a good one. See if we can bring him back later on. How has it gone? Wage expenditure. Look, we're down here, £190,000. When you look at this league table, yeah, there are teams below us, but there is too many above us to really look like we can do anything this year. Still looking to stay up. That is the most important thing. And when you look overall at the Championship transfer window, the main things we need to look at, obviously, are the big spenders. Crystal Palace, 47 million spent, 15 in, 21 out, including Edouard, who's gone to Newcastle. That's an incredible signing, that. Charlie Taylor, though, look at that. Into Norwich, £8 million. There's just so much money being spent now when we can't spend it. That's one of the big issues, really, that we can't live up to being who we are. Newcastle has spent £198 million, and I'm sure some of you will want to know where that money has gone. So let's find out right now. Hugo Lloris is in. Ben Davis is in. Rafa from Benfica and Verissimo from Benfica as well. They are two very good signings there. And then El Shaarawy on free, Zaladu on free, and Tiskanov, 25-year-old. This should really boost them into being a really strong team this season. They're not doing too well at the start of this one, though, as we look at the team. I did say I'd tell you who won it last year. It was Manchester City. I didn't tell you that in the last time. Salah's already got 4 goals this season. With Cristiano Ronaldo popping in as well. And Traore's figured out where the net is. Foden's still there. But look, Liverpool look very, very strong. Look like the team who are going to go and win it again. Bringing it back from Manchester City, who've also started very, very strong. So the Premier League is as you would expect it. We've got a game against Blackpool, guys, and that is where we end the episode, so let's go to it. So we are, guys. We are finally here at the game after the world's worst transfer window, and None of those players who came in are starting today, but they are all on the bench. So that's an important thing. Dawson starts in goal with Bree at right back, Clark Salter and Dunkley in the middle. Gibson's on the bench because he's had too many games recently, needs a little bit of a break. Palmer is starting on the left. It's the same with Devine, who is on the bench. He needs a little bit of a break. Ball and Adeniran are in the middle. Windass on the right, Castillo on the left. Carvalho in the middle with Patterson up front. We have Fernandez, John Jules and Trafford all on the bench. All probably will make their entrance in today's game. We are playing Blackpool today. Team pretty much average. This could be a pretty tight one. And we come out and we're ready. This is it. Come on, boys. Let's get a win today. Let's get a win. Kick off. And you see it with us as Adeniran plays it outside to Palmer, who starts at left back today. He's probably been a little bit unlucky, I think, Palmer, not to play as many games as he possibly could have with the new signing of Devine and obviously the way that Bree has been since joining the team. But it is what it is, you know. You've got to take your chances when you get them, and today is one of those chances for him. It's also a big game, I think, for Patterson today because he's not scored this season, or at least he's not been really involved this season. So this is a big game for him, especially with the new signings of Fernandez and, of course, with John Jules, who all want to take his spot. So this is a big one for him as Shipley comes forward and Thompson plays in Chapman. Chapman's got to shoot and score. Oh, my good golly gosh, no. Oh, if this episode hasn't been hard enough as it is, it's looking harder right now. What an incredible goal from Chapman. Harry Chapman here, he showed these kind of things at Shrewsbury last season in real life. But here we see him just coming in off the left wing there, puts on the right foot, and that's an absolute stunner, isn't it? Can't blame anyone. Back. And I tell you what, if you look at the stats, we're doing well. That's a bad tackle, right? Surely it's a red card for Thompson. Surely. They only show it if it's a red. It's a red. Come on, this gives us an opportunity now. Come on, boys. Good. Just before Windass chips into ball. Goal. Yes. That's how simple it is. Ball has had one hell of a start to this season, as has Windass. So that is really good. Just before half-time, gives us 45 minutes to try and get a winner here. Keep it going, boys. Beautiful ball in from Windass. He's too free. I don't know what Blackpool are doing there. Great header ball. Half-time, 1-1. You know what's got to happen. Kick off for the second half. Told Patterson he's got to get playing, or he's coming off. Maxwell for there. Kicking it long as Dunkley heads it. Come on, boys. Carvalho, poor ball. Carvalho is going to be coming off right now for John Jules, by the way. Just so when this highlight finishes, you know. As Shipley looks to play it forward to Yates. How are they on the ball? Why are we not winning it back, boys? Gabriel to Hamilton. This is not good enough. It's just one of those. We're just not quite there. Good tackle, though. Good tackle. Adeniran. Poor ball. It's silly football. I don't understand really from them why they're doing it. Hamilton through, should score. We're back. Castillo to Palmer. I could do with a goal here. We could do with a win. Of course we could. Especially against 10 men. Ball from distance. Oh, it's a corner. Palmer into John Jules. Out to ball. No. Just, if you're going to end the highlight, just end it now. Right? Why are we carrying on? Dunkley into Adeniran. Good ball over. Come on, Castillo. Do something. Do something. He does. John Jules through. Roberto Fernandez on his debut. Oh, no, bro. Oh, 1-1. I'll tell you what. 1-1. It's okay. It's not really, but it's fine. We should have done better. We had shots. We did what we do. We just couldn't find our way through. John Jules did an okay on his debut. Poor from Fernandez. You know what? We avoided defeat. That's how we've got to look at it. We're in 5th at the moment. That's fine. Blackpool are a mid-table team. So, just look at it like that. A draw is fine. We need to win our home games. Of course we do. But when are we coming back? We're going to come back for these games. It's going to be Preston and then a derby game against Barnsley. That's what we're going to come back for. Preston and Barnsley at the end of October. Let's see if we can get a good run in between those games. If you've liked this episode, please do like, subscribe, do all the beautiful stuff. Keep helping me out. Always need it. Always love it. Share with your friends. Do all the beautiful stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, we're all Wednesday, aren't we? Toodle pip.